How's it going, everyone? So where has Chrono Odyssey been? On Christmas Eve, they released the developer notes number 3, and we're going to go over them. So let's go. Greetings, Sentinels. As we enter the holiday season, we want to take a moment to express our heartfelt thanks to everyone who has stayed with us, supported us, and continued to believe in Chrono Odyssey. Your enthusiasm and dedication have been a true gift to our team, inspiring us to push forward to even greater heights. If you guys remember, I used to push a lot of content for Chrono Odyssey before like the public playtest happened, and that happened, and a lot of people gave their honest opinions about Chrono Odyssey and the improvements that could happen to the game. And they're taking all that to the chest, they're noting all that down, and it looks like they're pushing towards a better game. I think this game has a ton of potential, and hopefully they make the right changes and we see greatness from Chrono Odyssey, maybe not next year, but maybe in 2027. And that's why I believe. We know many of you are eager to see new updates and visible progress. We feel your excitement, and we're committed to meeting those expectations while taking the time necessary to ensure we build everything with care, intention, and quality in mind. Moving forward. When looking back at the closed beta test held in June, it offered meaningful insights into both our progress and the challenges ahead. The test yielded an incredible amount of feedback with many positive impressions as well as valuable critiques that helped pinpoint where we truly needed to grow. Every piece of feedback was carefully reviewed and taken to heart. Since then, the team has been working tirelessly to make fundamental improvements across multiple core areas of the game. These changes require time, but they are essential to building the quality we envision for Chrono Odyssey. Please note that all the features and systems mentioned here are still a work in progress, and further adjustments will continue. They said it was a closed beta test, but it seems like anyone who signed up was able to join in. I think more closed betas need to be that way. If you show interest in the game, you sign up for it and you're automatically entered. A lot of games are time gated, or a lot of games just don't let you in a period of time. I loved how Chrono Odyssey put it out there for everyone to join. It was like 1 million players concurrent playing this game at once, or like a high amount of people, like 500,000 in that realm of people who were playing this all at once. People are excited about a new MMO, and they're excited about Chrono Odyssey. All right, let's go over lighting. One of the most significant updates is our new lighting system, which offers far greater freedom and control when shaping the mood of each area. Some areas now appear clear, while others lean into a darker, more atmospheric tone that fits the cosmic horror identity of Chrono Odyssey. As you guys can see here in the past, I do like it. Everything in the playtest was like, they turned the brightness knob so far up in everything they do. Everything seems so bright and white. And now they're adding some moody vibes to it. I love the darker aesthetic, so I'm pumped about that. Clouds now react more naturally to sunlight. The new wind system is simpler and easier to work with, and fog is fully integrated into the environment for a more cohesive and immersive visual experience. Although these improvements create richer and more realistic visuals while maintaining stable overall performance. Following additional polishing, we will share a closer look through a dedicated video at a later date. Rendering optimization. Look at that hair though. Looking nice. The rendering improvements address several visual inconsistencies and help surfaces and materials appear more natural. Character rendering, including equipment and hair, also have been optimized. These changes reduce GPU load and improve performance without compromising the game's overall visual quality. Especially this one, the visuals definitely look, yeah, how they're supposed to look. Like shiny in some spots, darker in other spots. I like it. Monster hitbox precision improvements. We've made adjustments to monster hitboxes so they more accurately align with what players see on screen. With the 1,000-fold piercer, attacks that previously registered as hits outside of their visual effect have been corrected. Attacks that once relied on a single hitbox have been updated to use multiple hitboxes that better follow the animation, making dodge timing clearer and more reliable. That's awesome. So you guys can tell from up here. For the Optio Brute, AoE attacks now deal damage exactly where their visual effects appear. Its attacks have been reworked with multiple hitboxes, reducing the confusion and making enemy attack patterns easier to read and react during the combat. I think that's a great improvement, because sometimes they're just attacking out of nowhere. You didn't see like an animation precede it. It was just like in your face. Lock-on camera angle improvements. The lock-on mechanic has been refined to improve visibility and mitigate instances where camera angles could feel obstructive or visually off-putting during combat. Previously, targeting enemies with a higher lock-on socket position would result in an awkward low-angle upward tilt. The overall camera angle has now been raised, better adapting to the distance between the player and the designated target. I like that. So if you're further back, it's not going to bring you down, but if you are closer and you're aiming for the foot, you're going to be looking down. Versus like targeting from far away, your camera angle is not going to dip like if you were closer. These changes keep enemies within frame more consistently to improve target readability and combat clarity. In addition to changes outlined above, we also have completed several optimization improvements that may be less noticeable at the glance but contribute to overall performance stability. Remove unnecessary static mesh and material rendering passes, as well as redundant calculations, reducing shader calls per frame by approximately 40%. We also cleaned up unused materials, textures, and resource references, lowering average memory usage by about 20%. Dang, that's great. In tandem, we refined environment and landscape streaming logic to reduce unnecessary load and unload events and to stabilize memory usage during streaming. As a result from these optimizations, GPU usage fluctuates during long play sessions have been reduced, leading to more stable overall frame performance. Bravo. But we will have to see this in use though. We're just taking it by word, but looks like they're putting the work in to make it better. We also in the final stages of polishing some improvements related to combat, quality of life changes, and other visual improvements, which we will look forward to sharing in more detail in the upcoming. I'm interested to see how they are changing combat. I think that's one they have to nail down. The combat was kind of clunky, didn't feel right. The combat didn't feel right. There was something off about it in this game. If they lock that down, I think they should focus on combat. But I think that's the one that needs the most work on. So we might see that at a later date and they're just working on it behind the scenes. I think the ones that we saw here were easier to do, so they just got them out of the way. It says, in closing, all these updates reflect steady ongoing progress toward refining the overall experience. While there is still work ahead, each improvement brings the game closer to a standard we are aiming for. We deeply appreciate everyone who continues to support and wait for our dream game to come to life. Your feedback and patience remain invaluable. As we move forward, we will keep you updated with more progress in the coming months. In the meantime, don't forget to check out Chrono Odyssey official X and Discord for plenty of mini updates and behind the scene content. So what are you guys' thoughts? Did you guys forget about Chrono Odyssey? Are you still excited about Chrono Odyssey? I'm digging the visual improvements. I'm liking this darker setting. I think because everything was just so brightnessed out, whitewashed in a sense, because it was just so glaring in your face. Like, is this the game how it's supposed to be? You didn't feel like you were in the game because it just seems so out of place and so unnatural. But I'm super excited about this game still. Just let them cook. Let them do all the work that they need. That's why I don't really see this game launching in 2026, maybe early 2027 or mid 2027 that we might get our hands on this game. With MMOs, you just got to let them cook. If you rush MMOs out or games like this out, it's never a good sign for them. They're not going to have the longevity, especially for a game at this caliber. Let them do the work. Let them get combat down for sure, because combat is so key. And especially for like a action-based MMO, you need to get the combat down. You have to get that down. I'm glad they're fixing the hitboxes for these enemies, because like I said before, they were just crazy on where they could hit you from, even if you were out of their distance. All right, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions. Are you guys still excited for Chrono Odyssey? Did you forget about this game? Or is this the first time you guys are hearing about Chrono Odyssey? Maybe they'll do another closed beta next year in 2026, maybe mid 2026, and we could see how far they have come in, what, a year since they officially did the first beta? Like I said, just let them cook. Let them put all the time in for the game that they want to make. And I think the longer they do that and just refine everything, the greater this game will be. All right, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below about Chrono Odyssey. Are you guys hyped? Will it be a pass for you? Leave in the comments below. This game is supposed to come to PC and consoles, so we'll see. So if you're a console player, you might get your hands on this sooner than later. All right, guys, love you to pieces. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, give give a thumbs up, give a subscribe. And if you guys want to stay in touch when I do drop content, click that bell notification down below. New Year's is almost here, so stay safe, have fun, and I'm looking forward to more content and more games to cover next year. It's going to be a great one. Thank you guys for joining. Thanks you guys for being along for the ride. It means a lot to me. Until next time, peace.